you follow on Instagram about 4,000 people, and I find that very unique because that shows that you're networking. Talk about your power of your network, because I feel like that's one of your like secret powers.
You never know where that person might end up, where you guys can help each other out.
100%.
You know, you never know. You never know when that person's gonna blow up, maybe higher than you, right? And then you kind of like you
big boyed him back then.
Yeah, you never know, bro.
It's different.
Burning bridges, bro. The burning bridges, like that's a no for me. I try not to avoid it. It happens sometimes. Happens sometimes, but I try not to avoid that. I'm always genuine, always love to just talk to people and just have a conversation.
Everything black on black. If I studied that facts on.
All right, we're back again. Episode 25 of the Black is the New Rich podcast. We got a very special guest today, and he's doing big things in the photography, videography, and cinematography world. And I've been noticing him for a while, and you know, his accolades are just getting bigger and bigger. But you know, I don't want to keep talking. I want you to introduce yourself.
Man, I appreciate that intro, bro. For real. So I go by Of the Saint. You know, that's my full kind of like brand name and everything. You know, I'm a photographer, videographer, director, you know, social media, like I do social media managing as well. And yeah, I work for billboards. I'm signed to Hip Hop DX.
Dope. I seen that. And today you just got a Billboard article come out.
Yes. Yeah.
Talk about that
it was crazy because it was of Coast Contra. So it wasn't of me, but my picture got published.
Yes.
And everything. And that was a special one because this is my second one, right? Yeah. But with these guys, I met them back in February. So I just got signed to Hip Hop DX, and they basically sent me to do a Corday show in Cleveland. So I just drove down there, and then boom, like Coast Contra, Joe was just like the openers, right? I didn't know who they were at the time, but they were just killing it. You know, there's a group of 4, and then. Basically, for me, I'm a very like, I know how to get my way kind of like backstage all the time. So one of his managers was walking through afterwards. I'm like, I yelled his name. I just yelled like, yo, come here for a second. And I'm like, yo, what's your Instagram? You know what I'm saying? I love to just send you the pictures and everything. And he gave me his Instagram. And he's like, I'm like, yo, I love to come backstage with y'all and take some more pictures. He's like, bet, got me, you know what I'm saying? Got me backstage. You know, I kind of built a little connection with them, you know, then boom. So now, like a month later, I got flown out to LA to do like a music video and everything. Yeah. While I'm there, right, it was a dope week because that was my first time because Hip Hop DX is located in LA. Okay. And so I went to go see The Office. Boom. Justin Bieber was performing, so they got me like free tickets to go see his performance. And then Corday is performing again. I'm like, oh shoot, and Coast Contra was on the tour with them. I'm like, yo, I want they were dope last time. I want to just kind of cover it again, right? It was at the Novo, right across the street of the Staples Center and everything, right? Lit. And so I basically hit them up. I was like, yo, like Coast Contra. I hit them up beforehand. I'm like, yo, I love to do a photo shoot with y'all behind before the show and everything, right? And that's where that picture came from that was posted. You know what I'm saying? And then basically from there, you know, I always think if you've seen the picture, I'm gonna send it to you if you want to put it up, whatever. I just knew it was like legendary. It was legendary, bro, because it was early, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, this picture's about to be legendary. Yeah. Right. And 3 months later, my boy Carl Lamore's birthday. He's a hip hop he's the deputy director of the R&B and hip hop side of Billboards. He's the one that basically kind of put me onto everything. So then he flew me out to his birthday. He's like, yo, I want you to come celebrate with me. So he flew me out. It was dope. And then from there, I actually extended my flight twice because he was basically directing, or he was moderating for the Nas was doing. He directed his first documentary called Supreme Team, right? He got the opportunity to just go. He got hired to do moderate for them. Him and the other director, Peter. From there, I extended my flight again because I just seen that they're in New York and for their first headlining sold out show. This is Coast Contra. They had a sold out show. Boom. Wanted to go just connect with them again, and from there connected with their PR Scott, and he's the one that made this happen.
Okay,
so
dope.
It was dope, yo.
So I seen that you worked with Nas.
Yep.
Hit Boy, or is it Hit Boy?
Nas and Hit Boy, yo. That was
Who else?
That was the first one. Rick Ross.
Yeah. D Smoke.
I wasn't shooting for D Smoke, but I got a picture of D Smoke. He was at the LA show for Corday at the Novo.
Okay.
And I just, for me, I'm the type of person that if you're in the room, it doesn't matter what celebrity, whatever you like. If you're in the room, I'm gonna go connect with you. You know what I'm saying, and just see what happens. And even just get a number, just get like, you know, just some type of contact.
Yeah.
I'll make it work and everything. So that was just a moment where I just went up to him and was like, yo, what's good?
Okay, dope. So I'm gonna pause it there, but I'm gonna bring it back a little bit.
Okay, bring it back.
So after high school, because you're only
23. Just turned 23.
Just turned 23.
2 weeks. 99.
Okay, dope. Was that Gemini?
Gemini.
So after high school, what were you doing?
After high school, I got a scholarship in the States for a junior college called Parkland, just like 2 hours south.
Hooping?
For soccer.
Oh, dope.
I was a goalkeeper.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a goalkeeper,
sick.
You know. Went there for a year. You know, we went all the way to the finals, but we didn't get to like I think it's called so we didn't make the nationals, you know what I'm saying? So we went to the finals, lost in the finals. After a year, I came back to Toronto and everything, because my mom was just kind of paying out of pocket, and the prices was actually going up for like staying. It was getting expensive. So I just came back here, played for Sheridan. But like I don't know, for me at the time,
Sheridan Brampton?
Sheridan, Mississauga.
Oh, okay. I went to Sheridan.
Okay.
Yeah,
what year?
My last year was 2014. We won the championship.
Okay. Do you know? Was he at
who?
I forgot his name. Oh, he was a player, but I forgot his name though. We'll pass that. We'll pass that. But that's dope, yo. That's dope. That's real dope. Small world, yo. Sheridan, come on. Small world.
Okay, so like you came back, you played for Sheridan.
Yeah, so I played for Sheridan. I went for a year. We went to nationals. Lost in quarters, I believe.
Dope. Where was nationals?
Prince Edward Island.
Oh, okay.
It was different. You know, it wasn't bad, but it was like it was cold though when we went. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
So it wasn't.
'Cause your guys' season's early in the start of the year.
Yeah, start of the year.
Yeah.
So like this, we got like the winter, like we flew there like November, I believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not much fun.
Not fun at all. Yeah. But yeah, bro. So it was just went there for a year. After that year, I'm like, it was so hard to juggle soccer in school and everything. And at the time, I was doing YouTube when I was in the States for school. I was trying to do YouTube, trying to pursue it heavy, you know. But I'm like, yo, I felt like school wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? I dropped out. I dropped out after like the first year of Sheridan, so 2 years in. Marketing, advertising, communication.
Okay, cool.
Or marketing, advertising, communication. Yeah. So I was like trying to learn just how to like market, like, you know, your business online, Photoshop a little more and everything. It was definitely beneficial, but I just felt like I could just do more. There's more. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm like, for me, school, like everything I'm learning from school, I'm legit like I can teach myself online, 100%. You know. But at the time, so I was trying to pursue YouTube and everything. So I went to the States for VidCon. I was trying to pursue it heavy. I was going back and forth to LA and stuff like that. And so by after that, I was kind of just passing on, like, trying to reach out to the bigger influencers. You know what I'm saying? Trying to like get connected with them. So I offered like, hey, let's do a photo shoot. I have a camera, you know what I'm saying? So I try to, it was very important. Like I always try to bring value to that person to potentially connect with them, right? So I was doing it for a little bit. And 2019 September, that's where I'm like, hey, like let me really try to like take this seriously for real. And that's where I create all the same productions. Okay, dope.
Yeah. You know what? I really respect, and maybe people will find it controversy, but I'm happy that you dropped out early.
Thank you.
To be honest, for example, like I dropped out at my last year. I was about 24 going to 25.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I feel like, I don't want to say it's a waste because nothing is a waste. I learned a lot.
How old are you right now?
I'm 33.
33.
You know, cool. So, but I didn't find the camera till I was 27, 28. You know what I'm saying? Because I spent a lot of years thinking, oh, you know what? I'm going to go play pro overseas, but it just wasn't, the times were different.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually happy that you made that decision early because I think that's a bold decision to make.
Thank you.
And, sky's the limit now.
Sky's the limit, man. Even though I just have family just like on me, bro. Like, why are you doing it? My aunt literally cried, bro. Like, school is very school. I understand because my family's like a generation before me came from that year with their
because they're
parents
coming with a
pushed them.
dream
Exactly.
that school will take care of you, but
Exactly.
we know
You know
that
what
it's
I'm
not
saying?
like that anymore.
Trust me with the internet
that's
and everything.
a bold decision to make,
Thank
especially
you.
against your family, you know.
Hey, thank you, yo.
And now look what's happening.
That's it. That's it, man. Self-taught, man.
So here's the thing. So when I picked up the camera, which was about 33, so like maybe like 5-6 years ago, whatever.
Okay.
You know, so my thing is that I was so focused on the creativity, but I wasn't necessarily taking care of the business behind it.
I feel you.
But what I notice you right now, you're taking care of the business as well. How are you doing that?
Oh man, I'm still figuring it out. I'm
it'll
so
always
like
be a figure out, because as you
absolutely.
get bigger, contracts will get better.
Absolutely,
you know.
Absolutely. For me, I make sure I just make sure I take care of myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
Every day, like this is 24/7 nonstop, just on Instagram, just reaching out to people, making sure I'm consistent with my content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, kind of like making sure just right now I'm really trying to like make sure I'm just more organized, making sure like, hey, everything's on calendar.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everything's on calendar.
Everything was just about the art. Let me get better, get better.
I feel you.
But I didn't realize like, there's a business side of that. What you're doing, the organization side of that is needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro.
So
absolutely.
It ultimately depleted my energy from wanting to create for everyone else.
You
know?
Okay.
And we can talk about even like everyone asking, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? Collab. That shit got annoying to me.
Like I feel you. And to me, it's like, I'm at a point now, I'm not afraid to say no, bro.
Yeah.
Because I know, for me, like, I know what's
meant for you.
What's meant for you. I know where the route I need to go to. I know what's need to be done. Because one thing right now, I am a little more distant.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
To me, like as in like texting, something like calling, you know, because texting and calling is such an energy for me. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in a lot of situations where like I'm waking up, I look straight at my phone and there's bare negative stuff, or someone comes to you with a huge problem. You know what I'm saying? And that just ruins and that just ruins your day. You know what I'm saying? That's why like I try to stay away from my phone as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Just when I first start my day, cause what I do in the mornings, right? I just wake up, I pray.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bath person, bro. Bath to me is a meditation. It's like a tension lever to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I take a nicest bath, I try to read, I meditate for at least 5 to like 15 minutes a day. Period. I love it, bro. I love it, bro. I love it, bro. Meditation is just different, bro, because just
calms you down.
You know what I'm saying? You
can see things more clear.
Absolutely.
You know, because I actually believe when we get up in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has a destination where they want to be at the end of the day. But like you said, all those distractions come throughout the day. But
absolutely.
It's up to the people that are aware to be like, hey, I'm not going to answer this right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that meditation stuff helps.
Trust me, I'll answer it later. Let me get through what I need to get done without just, I'm already stressed up by this. Yeah. I don't want no add-ons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let me get through this and I'll answer when I can. Yeah. You know, so yeah.
So yeah, like you were saying, the power of no and not taking on every collab. What collabs will you take on?
It's depending. It just it's depending how you bring it up to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people don't know how to really.
Exactly. It's so one way.
That's it, man. Like some people just reach out to me like, yo, I need you for this. Like, no. You know, now, but like, I'm like, if you come with me, just like the purpose behind it, like the value, how we can both benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? And once you come with me with a true vision, I'm like, okay, I'm not opposed to anything. Yeah. I'm still new. Like, I've only been in the game for about this September. It's going to be 3 years. Okay. I'm still brand new. Obviously, so for me, a lot of stuff has happened so fast within, like, you know, but I'm like, I'm not opposed to anything, bro. But just let's just come correctly about it. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know.
Partnership.
That's it. How can it benefit both of us? You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there. But,
Okay, dope. So we are in a content creator era, right? Heavy content creators, and I don't knock any of them because I know some of them that just use their iPhones, right?
Yep.
And for us that use the cameras, we know
thousands,
like the difference.
Millions,
millions are using their iPhones for content creation, and it's dope. It's innovative. But for us that use the camera still, and we know the difference between both, how do you still stay relevant with the content creation era?
Bro, you know, the one thing I'm not gonna lie, me like falling real, bro. It's just the places where I'm at now. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are starting to now kind of pay attention to it, because I'm not in I'm starting to not be in no ordinary space anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like before, like back, I've always had like people kind of knew who I was. 'Cause I was always like, I remember I used to reaching out, but plus like before even doing photography, I was doing YouTube. So I used to just reach out to many people, network, be at like doing public interviews. So I was always like all around, right? So when I started doing this, you know, like I already had a little bit of that like support system. But when I started working with like billboards, then boom, like from like it was like billboards, like, you know, just happened. Then Hip Hop DX happened. Then I started making more opportunities with that for myself, and it just started going crazy because it was like back to back to back to back to back.
So I guess when people see that, they know they can't come to you with anything anymore, because that's
you can always come for me to first off. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's worth it, let's work on something. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, but I'm always open. I don't want to be like, for me, like
too standoffish.
Just too standoffish, man. Because for me, I'm just humble being in this position. I don't think of myself as just that guy. Like, you know, I know I'm doing shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't want I'm open for anything, because you never know what can a little project can do. You never know. So
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, dope. So what are some of the challenges that you're seeing in the industry right now for you, like to get to the next step?
Challenges. I don't think challenges. It's just making. It's just. That's a good question. Challenges, bro, man. It's just making sure that I'm just more on everything. You know, that's kind of the biggest challenge. Stay consistent and just. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't really see anything as a challenge. I just like, hey, how can I just keep growing? And making sure, like, you know. So I guess the challenge is just make sure I maintain being organized in my business. Being organized in my brand, because that's the biggest challenge. Because it's easy just miss one day, then just boom, then just be lazy for the rest. And I believe just organization and making sure just the business part of it is the most challenging thing. So everything else is going to come, you know, but as long as I maintain just improving in my business and stuff like that, you know, but I think that's the biggest challenge, because once I have that straight, the rest will just come through. Okay, dope.
And you've done music videos,
Yeah.
How do you decipher pricing for your projects?
For pricing, it's for right now, like because of COVID, it's like it's depending. Like, so right now I charge between like 1,000 and 15. You know what I'm saying? That's like based on my base price. And but for the video, right? And it's depending who the person is, I might just maybe negotiate it, whatever. I understand right now it's hard time. It's tight. You know, but that's why I'm not really doing music videos heavy, because it's a lane where it's just, I understand like people are funding it themselves, and it's hard to spend that 1,500, you know, and especially for me, like if you're a director or cinematographer, you understand like there's so much work that goes into it, bro.
Trust me,
there's so much
they
work.
Don't really know that,
you know, and like people come to me like, oh, can you do $5? Can you do run a gun? Like, but that's not me.
Exactly.
And if you do a run a gun that's planned up properly, like I want to put in the effort.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? 100%. But that's why I'm more moving towards like doing commercials, doing like kind of like more photo shoots. You know what I'm saying? I'm more towards that thing. And plus the stuff I do with
like the
editorial stuff, you know, or just weddings, or just like you know, product shot or headshots, stuff like that, you know. And besides the stuff I do with like events and stuff like that, you know. So
dope. Because I did a couple music videos, but I found that I didn't want to be pigeonholed in the music video lane. Not to say, and I personally thought it was just too much work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a
lot of work. You know what I'm saying?
And my prices back then were like $6-7 bills.
Pure.
That's a lot of work.
It is, bro.
It's the same amount of work that you're doing now.
Even though $6-7 bills is, you know what I'm saying, it's still a lot of money, because for the average, to make it. on a video, not even on a video, just if you think about it, just in general, kind of, and not even on a video, average worker, like average worker, like working 9 to 5, we see what they're making. Yeah. Some people are making just averages, like maybe $120 a day. Yeah. So to get $600 is still a lot of money. Yeah. But once you know, like, what it takes, and the videographer's role and the price range of stuff, and the more experience you get and the more you offer, it's just, you just know for yourself. It's like, I know what my value is. Yeah. I'm gonna price that price. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and yeah. But okay,
dope. So I noticed you follow on Instagram about 4,000 people, and I find that very unique because that shows that you're networking. Period. Right? That shows that you're networking and you're reaching out to people. Talk about that. Talk about your power of your network, because I feel like that's one of your like secret powers.
Thank you. Thank you. Bro, as I said before, like networking, I'm the type of person now. It took me a while to get to this point. Yeah. But for me, like the followings right now, I'm like, I see that like the followings for me doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, like, you know, it's because like there's me following, like, for me, like me following someone, like I follow people with value, you know what I'm saying? Value, or even just like, or just supporting me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you supporting me. Let's follow each other. Yeah. Cause you know, that's just like, I love, like for me, I'm all about supporting everyone. Doesn't matter who you are and everything, because if people like expect support, but they don't support back. Very true. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always about kind of supporting, and just, you know, and the networking game is like, right now I have a big advantage over my head, whereas I can just be like, hey, like, let's do this, let's do this. I work for this. True. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So people where it's like, listen, you know what I'm saying? So but like, it's just always knowing, even before then though, it's just how you talk to people, how genuine. For me, I'm just naturally a genuine guy. Yeah. Where it's like, where we talk, it's just like when we talk, like I like to like, the conversation always goes like we kind of knew each other from before. It's just always like, you know, I like to keep it that way, because in this industry there's not a lot of people like that. No, there's, you know, what I'm saying? They get a little bit of power, get a little bit of this, and then like to move ways.
And then everything's a price tag.
Yeah, and they look down on you.
Yeah, true.
For me, I'm like, bro, doesn't matter who you are. I'm like, it's still the same vibe always. Yeah, you know, and I like to keep it that way, because you never know. You never know where that person might end up, where you guys can help each other out. 100%. You know, you never know. You never know when that person's gonna blow up, maybe higher than you, right? And then you kind of like, you big boyed him back. You never know, bro. It's different. Like burning bridges, bro. The burning bridges, like that's a no to for me. I try not to avoid it. It happens sometimes. Happens sometimes, but I try not to avoid that. I'm always genuine. Always love to just talk to people and just have a conversation.
Okay. Yeah. So for the new photographer and videographer that are gonna come into the game today, cool, what advice do you have for them?
Man, if you're just starting, don't be afraid to do stuff for free. For real. Don't be afraid to just take any opportunity, because at the end of the day, you can charge, right? But with doing stuff for free is getting yourself more out there, as you networking. I've done so many free jobs where I got paying jobs off it. Once I'm there, I take advantage of just everyone in the room. Let's connect. You know what I'm saying? And then they see your stuff, right? And then like, hey, I know someone needs a photographer. Oh, I actually need your services. Can you please work? Just from doing, you know what I'm saying, doing that one free set. So it's just, don't be afraid to just PA and just work for other people for free, just to build your portfolio. And then once you feel like you had your portfolio down packed, then charge. Because at the end of the day, there's hundreds of people, thousands of photographers doing the same thing. What makes you different?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So you talked about something very important. Build up your portfolio, work for free, use your friend network, right? I'm
only saying because that's why I have to do.
I did that too.
You know what I'm saying? Period.
When did you feel like you needed boundaries around the free work? I know we talked a little bit about it earlier. And how do you go about the power of no?
It So I knew because I was doing too much.
You felt depleted.
I just felt exactly where I lost motivation to even do
That's
it.
what happened to me. It took over.
It took over, bro. And it's just like I got super stressed. I got to a point where it's just I was so stressed. I got like alopecia.
Oh, really?
Like, I got a small back of my head. Like So
it's time to chill out.
that was a time where I needed to chill out and really just I understood my value more.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like what am I doing? Like I've done this, blah, blah, blah. I had to think of myself, you know what I'm saying? Well, this is the time. I was nice. In the beginning, I was just like that friendly. Yeah, I'll do anything because I just want to build my portfolio. But then it got to a point like I had to tell myself, no one's gonna tell you but you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
you have to look at yourself in the mirror. I'm like, man, like what? Like if I want to build a career off this and really do something special, I need to start charging boundaries. Since then, now I do this full time. You know what I'm saying? Now I do this full time, pays for all my expenses. You know what I'm saying? Traveling around.
You're getting flown out,
bro. Getting flown out, man. So yeah, there's a lot of perks to it, bro. So it's just like but you just have to just tell yourself because people take advantage of you 100%. Easy. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the thing: even with people taking advantage, I think sometimes people aren't taking advantage. They just don't know better because they don't know what it takes to go into this video or photography, right?
Facts.
So sometimes, like you said, I think you brought up a good point. Sometimes you just gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what, this is my boundaries.
This is my boundaries.
Because I know when I felt my energy was depleted, when people were asking, yo, bro, can you do this? Can you do that? It almost made me look at them different for that. Like,
and then when you say no, then they look at you different.
They look at me different, right?
Trust me.
But sometimes it's just that they didn't know better. So if I were to go back, sometimes it would be I feel like I could have used a point of education. Cool. Like, yo, bro, like I've done 3 projects for you.
That's it.
I think I'm ready to just something. We could do
absolutely.
We can do. It doesn't have to be full price, but we could do something. And I think that was kind of my mistake back then, where I could have just spoke up a little bit more and educated and not get so angry.
I feel you, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And like the thing is like, it's all a learning process. It's 100%. It's like looking back now, I'm like, thank you for putting me through that, because 100%. now I know my true values. Now I know how to move.
Yeah,
and that's why for me, I'm grateful that I just went all in from the beginning, got used, got this and that, because now I just know my values now. I just know how to just talk to people. I just know how to, as you said, just communicate, educate. Exactly. Like, no, the reason why I can't do this because the amount of work that goes into it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If not, I can recommend you someone else. It's easy how to communicate where it doesn't make you look bad. Yeah. It's just understand why. That's it, So
100%.
Yeah.
So how do you, like, for me back then, like, people were hitting me for like all types of photography, for the weddings, for the baby shoots, the maternity. That's money. Like, it's money. But I'm a type of person, if someone hits me for that now, I'd rather you go to the person that specializes in that.
Period.
Right?
Period.
Do you do that, or do you do everything?
No, I do everything. I do everything, bro. Yeah. Like, I put myself in the position. A lot of people told me in the past, like, why don't you focus on one thing? Yeah. I'm like, bro, but I'm like to myself, like, then I just lost bread. Yeah. I just lost bread. Like, imagine doing 2 weddings, a product shoot, and 1 commercial. You know how much bread you bring yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then so that's for I try to just do everything. You know what I'm saying? I try to just make sure I just practice. You know what I'm saying? Because realistically,
it's all practice.
It's all practice. Mm-hmm. It's all practice, you know what I'm saying? So, and if not, I tell them, hey, I haven't done that before, but this is my past work experience. I'd love to try it out. True. You know what I'm saying? True. So and I'm honest. I told it is understand, but a lot of times it's with everything, especially video, is knowing how to shoot it. Yeah. Once you know once you know the science, and I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. I'm still learning. Yeah. But once you know the basic science, then and you just you look at like other people's like how they shot it. Yeah. Like for a wedding, like I said yes to my first wedding. After that, I looked at like 20 videos how to shoot it. Yeah, and then from there I got the knowledge. Okay, cool. Make sure shoot this part at this time and shoot that part at this time. Make a storyboard for myself.
Wedding by yourself?
by myself, bro.
Shit.
By myself.
That's ballsy.
I know, but like, you know, but at the time it's just like, I'm like, cool, let me just do it. But understand, okay, let me get the bride, but then like when she's halfway through, go back, run.
Yeah.
It's a running game. Yeah. But like, you know, but if you're a hustler, if you just know what you're doing, you make it happen, make it work. But you also you have to be true to yourself as well. True. Can you really do this or not? If you can't, then you might as well just say no, as you said. Find someone that specializes and you pass it on to.
Uphold your name too.
Exactly. True. Exactly. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I've done some things where like you know what I'm saying, I thought I can do it, but it's just like I in the past, and it goes too early for me to do.
True.
You know, and that just ruined my name in that project. So it's like, that's why
it's a learning experience.
It's a learning experience. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Dope. So what's, out of all like the niches that you can do, like the wedding, the music video, what do you like the least?
The least. What do I like the least? Of everything, I don't know. I guess shooting like out of everying.
Yeah, everything.
That I stopped doing already, or what I'm currently doing. Yeah,
you could stop. You could already stop. It's cool.
Okay. YouTube videos, man.
Yeah. Really?
For other people. Yeah. For me, like I'm just not passionate about it. I'll do my own.
Yeah.
You know, but just because my vision.
Like with your own channel?
My own channel. I'll do my own channel for YouTube.
What were you talking? Like, what were you talking about? Was it
Well, at the time, I was doing like public interviews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll do it for my own channel, but now I'm trying to do my own vlogs.
Yeah.
I'm about to have my own podcast just now. Yeah. I don't mind doing my own stuff, but to do other people's stuff, one, not everyone's getting paid right away.
Yeah.
So their budget is like, they would come to me like, 150, 200.
Yeah,
You know, that's not really a big budget to like shoot and like, you know, so like, that's why it's like, I kind of pushed away from it, but I say that's kind of like one of the least for me right at the moment, because the vision and how I want, you know, it's much bigger, you know. I try, and they get commercials, like doing commercials, do like documentaries, you know, doing recaps, you know, like that's something I'm getting into right now. So it's like, but doing those things is like, that's what I'm really passionate about.
Dope. Because mine, I would have to say, honestly, it's like, it's weird because I mostly dislike everything that doesn't have my own creativity to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know why? Because I feel like
definitely, you're right.
Working out, like you could talk about like a music video, the wedding, like that's other people's kind of like creativity.
Cool.
You know, and I feel like once my creativity is not like, or they want a certain thing, it's just like, it kind of takes my energy away from
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like, whether it's first time at a wedding, like you can still twist that to your own creation. You know what I'm saying?
You can. Like, so for example, here, what I originally thought was, let's say Bob asked me to do a music video.
Cool.
And he's paying good, like, you know, good person, nothing like towards him, but I'm not really feeling the track. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really feeling the music. So me, I'm a passionate person. And I go off energy. And if I cannot feel passionate about the project, then it's hard for me to do.
I feel you.
Like, you know that when you're editing and you don't really want to do this project, you'll edit for 10 minutes and you put it down for an hour and then edit again for another 10 minutes.
I feel you.
That's what I was having trouble with.
I feel you. I don't know. I definitely feel you're coming from. Can I say one thing to that?
Yeah.
So obviously, people have that mindset that's cool, right? But let's say you're just starting off. I wouldn't advise that, because at the end of the day, you're kind of ruining your bread.
Yeah, no, you are.
You know what I'm saying?
And I've done that.
Yeah, but like, my biggest advice, once you kind of listen to these sounds, right? Try sometimes. I don't know if you do, then boom, I'm just saying this to say it.
Yeah.
Maybe just try having something in the background that also is a little bit of a distraction of just, so sometimes when I'm doing music videos, I put on, music videos, I'll put on another music video playing in the background of my TV. I'll put a podcast. So when it's paused, I'm a little distracted.
So you're kind of doing both at once.
Exactly.
So you just.
And I had the headphones in, you know, so it's kind of like distracting me from the, So it doesn't really. So you can still take it and you still kind of do. You still make your bread. You know what I'm saying? Kind of day, if it's good money, it's good money. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to stop that for yourself until they get to a point when okay, you don't like good music is constantly coming in and the money is whatever. So yeah. Fair.
Actually, I could have used that advice like 5 years ago. But it's all good. Everything happened for a reason.
Your own podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, I never thought I was going to do a podcast because I was always behind the camera.
Absolutely.
And to be in front of the camera was weird to me.
I feel you.
I felt like there was so much information in me and I want to share it. So I was like, you know what, let me start getting in front of the camera.
I applaud for you for that, bro, because a lot of people just, that they will still be afraid. They'll still look at just, the views. They look like, this is too much, and the fact that what is it, 25th episode? The fact 25th. You're 25 episodes in, like definitely applaud to y'all and the whole team. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
What are some future goals?
Goals, man. Yeah. Right. Just my future goal. I want be able to just have my production just like Cole Bennett. Have my production like Director X. Have my production like Kenya Barris, where I can just, just really branch out and just, like direct my own stuff, and I can have the budget so big I can hire other people where I can do less.
Your production
I can really focus on the creativity and producing and the directing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or my production being hired to do concert recaps. Like like Amazon. You ever see that Drake and Kanye? How Amazon did that? I want to be able to kind of have that platform and stuff like that where I can just send people off and just, so that's a goal right now. Next, next goal and moving forward. In documentaries, you know what I'm saying?
I like documentaries.
Man, I'm
for
excited.
Good stories,
you get
passionate about it, and you just
absolutely. Yeah, that was my major inspiration because like the baby, old production team, the Real Goats, just seeing them just really create all this, they really just brought the baby to life with their music videos, the vlogs, the mini documentaries,
and his
pictures.
Content team when he first came out was on it.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. So it was like, and that's who that really inspired me to do what I'm doing now. I'm like, they're traveling, doing all of this. I'm like, I want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So so that's my major goals, what I'm trying to work towards and everything. So
okay, dope. Yeah, talk about the future podcast coming
up. Podcast, man, of the conversation. It's just a podcast where I'm just interviewing people just to really like, like I've watched a lot of podcasts, and one of the podcasts I watched like Mean Duck with the Game.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, Full Send. Yeah. Mike Tyson's Hotbox. Yeah. No Jumper. Yeah. And just watching all those, I'm like, man, like for me, because I love to talk gems. I love to so I'm like, let me try to do this myself.
Yes.
I love talking. I love just getting the story out of people. So the focus of the podcast I have coming out of the conversation is just trying to bring I want to just break down just how you started from the beginning. Before let's say I bring artists on. Before you were an artist, I want to talk about that, and then moving forward, like, okay, how you got started being an artist, how you got to where you are now, and just kind of like focus on just, hey, mentally, physically, how you doing? How you navigating, because it's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So that, and the purpose is really because I want whoever's watching, right? I want them to at least take one thing from that episode, and each episode one thing and apply into their lives.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's a major goal. And just with all my connections I have now, I'm just just trying to take advantage and try to bring some good people on that I think people will just enjoy watching. So I'm really excited.
100%. Okay, dope. Because I feel that every entrepreneur should have their own podcast.
Why not?
You know why? It's such a networking tool.
It is.
It's crazy. It's a network hack. Like,
absolutely.
For example, when this comes out, I'll share a reel with you. So all the people that are following me will come to you.
Yeah.
Just
and vice versa.
Vice versa, right? It's such a networking hack, and it's like, it's not so salesy.
Yeah.
Like, for example, let's say like we wanted to work on a project later on, but we've already had this rapport. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it a lot easier.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love podcasting.
Absolutely.
I think especially with what you're doing now and where you're going, podcasting will just boost everything.
Thank you.
To the next level. Because you're around some people and you know what you want. Yeah. And to be honest, I'm excited to see it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm excited to start it. I've been hesitating to do it for a long period of time. Yeah. You know, I just blocking it for, you know, just I want to do it, but I just had it on a piece of paper. I'm like, yeah. You know, I was writing through the name for like about 2 months like, of the conversation. Yeah. And then it was just like, nah, that's what I'm going to name it. And then I had a strong talk with my friends and just, you know, it was a whole life talk around the circle. And it's like, nah, I need to be doing more. Yeah. So I'm like, let's start it. Let's do it.
Are you doing just you or a co-host or?
Just me for now, just me, you know, and then, you know, I have a team. Yeah. Shout out to L, shout out to Durban. Dope. You know what I'm saying? L is going to be the writer and the director for the podcast, and Durban's gonna be the photographer and the second cam. So it's like, yeah, we're really building this where we traveling and just, you know, go different places and go different cities, just get certain people, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a dope experience, man.
Okay, I'm excited to see it.
Thank you.
So this is a question I ask everybody on the podcast.
Ask me, I'm ready.
What is wait, first of all, you don't gotta say any names, right? Okay, cool. But what is the best advice that you've gotten, and what is the worst advice that you've gotten?
Best advice I got. Worst advice I gotten was just do one thing. Yeah. That's the worst advice I got. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Best advice, man, it's best advice I got. Wow, I got a lot of advice. Best advice has to be just, just don't stop learning. Yeah. Don't stop learning. Always be teachable. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And just figure out your craft. I think that's one of the best advice I've learned, because it's so easy to be caught up and just be like, oh, I'm already here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm already here. Yeah. But it's like, no, there's more. Yeah, there's more. There's always more. You know what I'm saying? I'm nowhere far, even though I've accomplished some big shit, you know what I'm saying, for the past, you know, I just got legit working with billboards. It was just last year November 2021 now. Flight, but it's crazy, but I've been on flights like when I first started. I got flown out like 2 months in. Oh geez. But from that flight, I was supposed to go so I got flown out to LA 2 months in, you know what I'm saying? With an upcoming artist, and she understands the content. She was on there, had meetings with like labels and stuff like that. Yeah. Cool. We're supposed to go to New York, but they ended up happening, but I still reached out people from New York, right? And then once I reached out so his name is Joe Walker. I was trying to do a shoot with him. He's like, I'm actually going on tour with a guy named Stally. He used to be signed to Rick Ross, right? And I seen like, hey, the one that stopped was like Toronto. Yeah. So I'm like, this is like me 2 months in. I'm like, hey, I'd love to shoot your first concert. My first concert. I told him I'd love to shoot the concert. You know what I'm saying? And he connected me to his manager at the time. It was Ken. Instagram. Oh, DM. Guys, like, don't ever be afraid to DM people, because people read their DMs. Yeah. But this is how you write it to them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you write it, how you come across, and what you say. You're not gonna get everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you never know who you're gonna get. Yeah. And that's how a lot of people I'm connected with. It was a lot of them still DMs, just hitting them up straight and be like, hey, let's work. Yeah. Let's do something, right? And I got a lot of just no answers, but I got a lot of answers, you know. So that was one of the answers I got. And he sent me his manager's number, Ken, my boy Ken. Yeah. You know, so went to the concert, got let me in, nothing but they felt like family. Good, you know what I'm saying? Good vibes. Yeah. And then Stally, I'm like, I remember I told you, I was really I'm inspired with the Real Goats. Yeah. So Stally, I'm like, hey, like his content, he's doing well, but I'm like, I feel like I can bring more value into his stuff, right?
That's big too that you said that. Bring more value. That's very smart.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. And not just, I can just do better. I can bring more. You already have value. That's why I'm reaching out. Yeah. I feel like I can bring more. Piece. Exactly. Where I feel like we can bring your stuff to a different level. Yeah. And so I reached out to, I think a month and a half in, I'm reached, from now we're in like December, I reached out to Ken, his manager, and I was like, yo, so now we're talking about Stally. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, I'd love to just go do some content for Stally and everything. And he's like, bet. No, he's like, okay, let me reach out, see what's up. His team was like, yeah, let's do it. So basically I paid for my own flight. I don't know everyone. I wasn't like flown out. I paid for my own flight. I got booked for my first music video. I was like $350, and I paid for everything, right? And just so I was like, hey. Let me come. Like I'm like, kid, the manager lived in New York. I'm like, yo, let me make a round trip. I'm the type of person that I love making opportunities for myself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I took a trip from the round trip to New York, Atlanta, and back to Toronto. A day before, so now we're in January, right? A day before I was about to leave, Ken, his manager hit me up. Was like, hey. My boy Carl Lamar from Billboards, he's gonna get us into Russ's album release party. Boom, went to Russ's album release party. It was Shake the Globe. I believe Shake the Globe. Or the Snow Globe, I believe a name of it and everything. And that's how I got connected with Carl Lamar. Boom, a little bit of patience, a little bit of like just showing love, a little bit of just still hustling. A year and a half later, he's like, yo, I have an opportunity for you. I'm doing something called a Grammy Conversation. We're doing Migos, Nas and Hit Boy, Rick Ross. No, I didn't know about the Rick Ross at the time. Actually, it was just Migos and Nas and Hit Boy. And he's like, I want you a part of that. Boom, and that's where all started. And then, just flying out to the Nas and Hit Boy. Okay, we message you, want you the next one. Hey, a month later, hey, we locked in Rick Ross. We want you on board. All right, bet. Boom! Just flew out for that. Flew out for that and everything. Right. Next day, like we're going to the Rick Ross. Right. I recorded. I captured this. And he was looking through his emails like, oh. Just to let you know, we're going VIP tomorrow to Drake and Kanye. For that show they did. Right. 70 plus thousand people. Boom, lights out. Next day after that, Rolling Loud, media. I'm doing media.
So
Rolling Loud. Now we're on a roll, and that's where I got connected. Shout out to Mark. That's who he's a journalist for like Billboard and Hip Hop DX. He introduced me to the artist relation for Hip Hop DX. Connected me with her. Boom. Month later, they signed me and stuff like that. And then from there it was Corday. Then it was Dreamville. Then it was the Junos. Then it was just boom. We just ran with it.
Now it's rolling because that snowball effect.
Exactly.
Because you took yourself serious.
Exactly, yo. And then the opportunity came, and I just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Ran with it and made more opportunities for myself. And now people are starting to notice, like, yo, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Well, this guy came out of nowhere. Nah, we've been hustling, bro. But it's just you didn't see it. But we're here now. You know what I'm saying?
So that's energy, okay.
and we're elevating, stay humble, stay genuine. We come from humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? I was in high school, bro. I was going to Westview and I was going to Westview from Jennifer's and everything. Me and my mom was sleeping in the same bed, bro. Living with my grandma. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful to be here. And that's why I continue to remain humble and just like keep continue doing my stuff, being genuine. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what got me this far, and I'm continue doing it.
100%. So sky's the limit, bro. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
I'm excited to see it. Let people know where they can contact you and all your information.
Man, you can follow me on Instagram at @ofthesaint_. You can go to my website of thesaintproductions.com. You know what I'm saying? And those are the two main places. You can follow me on all socials and everything.
Okay, dope. Actually, one last question.
Ask me.
On this show, we like to make predictions, right? So I'm gonna play this 5 years from now.
Period.
All right. So I want to know where you're gonna be in 5 years.
5 years. I'm gonna be real. I want to say this first. For you, I'm going to predict it. I don't like to think that far though.
Okay.
I don't like to think that far because we're in the. I love living the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't predict 5 years.
Yes.
Anything can happen in 5 years.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
But what I expect myself to be in 5 years is just, bro. I want to build a whole empire with this, bro. I want to build a whole empire, bro. Where it's just kind of, right now we're in the, like, it's just, we have plans. We got big plans to just where, like, in the next couple of years, I expect it to just be good. But just by then, it's like, I really expected to just build an empire and just be 10 times bigger where I am right now. Just be traveling, enjoying what I do, and just a couple investments by then, just under certain things. and just, yeah, man, just having a good time while doing it.
100%.
But just hustling and just really getting to where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? And just building more connections and just keep at it, man. Just keep working.
Okay,
keep
dope.
working.
Well, I want to thank you for coming because honestly,
you,
like, yo,
thank
I see
you.
the drive, I see the passion.
Thank you,
you
bro.
know, and
Thank
honestly,
you.
when you say like, you know, like where you want to be in 5 years, and you know, with the connections you're making now and the hunger behind it, I'm not gonna be surprised, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I'm not gonna be like, oh
Thank
my
you.
god, like, how did he do this? No, I'm gonna be like, yeah, he said he was gonna do that.
Thank you, bro.
I feel
I
the
appreciate
energy,
that.
and
I appreciate
I'm
that.
excited to watch your journey from now, because I feel like you made big ballsy decisions.
Thank you.
From in the first
Have to, bro. In this industry, you have to, bro.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to just go. You have to just travel. You have to just go like late nights and stuff. You have to just maybe, sometimes working 9 to 5, but still be doing your stuff. Cause at the end of the day, like we're on Mamba time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
We're on Mamba time where it is the hustle. If you want to get to where you get to, bro, you like it's a lot of mental, a lot of physical, but. And that's why it's important to have some good people around you to keep you just
100%.
on your shit.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
No yes man, bro. It's just people that be on your shit. Like, my homie just like 3 weeks ago told me straight, came together like, yo, we need to talk to you, man. You know what I'm saying? But you need that.
Yeah, you need that,
that's
bro. That's
bro.
what propels you to get better.
Absolutely. And
honest.
you stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just help each other out. You know, and y'all doing the same thing. Y'all just hungry, and you need that around you. You know, so. Yeah, bro.
I bet. Episode 25.
Come
Thank
on.
you so much.
Thanks for
Let's
having
get
me,
it.
bro. And y'all keep doing your
Anytime.
thing. You know what I'm saying? And just keep hustling because I see where y'all are gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And it's only the beginning. 25 episode in.
Yeah.
Yo, 100 more to go.
Exactly.
More and plus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, applaud to y'all and keep working, bro.
Thank
I appreciate y'all for having me on. It's an honor.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited, bro.
And come back whenever you want, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Of course.
Everything black on black. If I studied that facts on